Okay, I figured out my key to success, now I'm locked in. I learned how to open doors like a locksmith. I'm uptown, I'm the one they wanna shop with. Run off with the bag even though we don't shoplift. All that gun talk y'all want, I'm not with. It's not cool, everybody got them long clips. You gon' mess around and get one of your dogs hit. And when you do, I hope you know you're not John Wick.
What's goody? Welcome back. Appreciate you locking in with us. I'm Atwood. Killer to my left here, DK.
Yeah.
On the mats. So we're going to make this a quick pod. We're both busy. Holidays coming up. I'm going out of town. A bunch of stuff. By the way, there won't be a... No, there might be a pod. Shit.
Yep.
We just talked about it. There might be a pod next week. There might not be. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, just want to touch on the fights this past weekend. I know you said you didn't get a chance to watch them.
Yeah, man. Life was crazy this weekend.
I got you. So Colby Covington, Joaquin Buckley.
And Colby got
cracked.
He got cracked.
And he got cut open, ultimately led to a doctor stoppage.
Crazy.
I do think the doctor stopped it a little prematurely. It wasn't old. The doctor was an old woman.
Yeah.
And she said something like, if he keeps going, he can lose his eye. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, they stopped that.
Yeah.
Cub Swanson had a great fight.
Man, didn't he, dude?
Dude.
You know, like I've seen I watched the highlights and everything, and it's good for Cub. Have
right?
you seen that little interview Cub did? It was just
Which
him.
one?
It was like
After the fight?
no, it was a while back. It was talking about, growing up and being small and, having to fight for everything, when he was
We grew up in
small.
Southern California.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Obviously, SoCal tattooed on his chest.
I didn't even think about that. I forgot about that.
But I've been a Cub Swanson fan for a long time, man. I remember he was WC guy for a long time. Never really got to taste the gold, though.
Right.
And, so
He's what? How old is he? He's in his 40s.
he's up there, man.
He's like 41.
Is he really?
I think so. Yeah. And,
Wow.
I mean, he might be one of the only fighters left in the UFC that came from WEC.
Yeah. Dominic Cruz isn't fighting anymore, is he?
Oh, I don't know. He might still be fighting, actually. But should he?
Yeah, Uriah Faber's out.
Yeah.
No Carlos Condit. Carlos Condit was the 170-pound champ.
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget that fight when he fought GSP. I picked Carlos to win.
Oh.
I know. Mistake. I was young and naive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a great fight. Those are the two fights that stuck out for me. Oh, no, there was another one. That Manel Cap guy?
Yeah, I didn't
Flyweight?
watch that one. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, I don't watch
that dude is, I think he's a problem.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. And that's what the flyweight division needs.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how that goes. Couple other things we wanted to talk about. I wanted to touch on the GFL thing because I think that this is interesting. I don't know if it's going to be huge.
GFL stuff. So it is actually called Global Fight League.
Yeah.
Man. So there used to be a GFL. There used to be a GF something that used to film MMA fights.
Really?
Yeah, and they had their own platform and everything. And, dude, I don't know how many fights on that platform that are now just gone because I thought, I got the pay-per-view, I'll just have it.
Yeah.
So I got some fights, not many of them, but, a few on there that are just gone now. Anyways, Global Fight League, go ahead.
I think the gimmick for them is going because at this point, if you're going to beat out the UFC, you have to be really creative.
Yeah. So
right.
Yeah, people. So this is how creative they're trying to get. All right, because they know the UFC doesn't really pay their fighters as much as they're worth.
Right.
Probably. Which I think it's going to start changing. The tide's starting to change.
I think it already kind of has a little.
Yeah. And so anyways, what they're trying to do here, this Global Fight League is revolutionizing combat sports with a global team-based league that shares 50% of event revenue with fighters and prioritizes prioritizes their health, wellness, and retirement. This groundbreaking league unites fans and fighters, creating MMA's most passionate community. And so they're having an actual draft and everything like this is. So I just don't. So I get it. You got teams and cities and different things. So they tried that. It was called the IFL.
Yeah, I remember that International
Fight League. And they tried to do the team things where Ken Shamrock's team showed up to fight Renzo Gracie's team, and then, you know, they ended up. It was a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? They had their own logo and different things like that. So I just hope it's nothing like that.
Well, it
was in a boxing ring.
I remember that, but they also did it like gauntlet style. Like their whole team would fight in one night.
Yeah,
I don't think the GFL is going to be like that, but I do remember. I don't know if it was Ken Shamrock's team, but I remember watching some of that. Well, they're going to be similar in ways, right? Like, there's no way around that whenever you do a league with teams and things like that. I was looking at the names that they're bringing in, and I think that that's interesting, and I think that there will be more and more fighters as they, you know, maybe they don't make it to the bigger promotions. They can go there and make some money, or the ones that are, you know, the money train is kind of gone in their current promotion. They can go there. But it is a cool gimmick, like having a fantasy draft.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at all these people that are signed and stuff.
Yeah, the
like
roster.
That.
They got some cool names some interesting names.
Jimmy Rivera. Dude, that's the only really name.
Oh no, dude, you're looking
popping out right now.
Oh, dude, there's the list that was on Ariel Helwani is crazy, man.
Oh wow, Alexa Connors. I know Alexa really well.
Yeah. You know, they have Gegard Mousasi that they're getting. Vanderlei Silva, which is weird. How old is he?
Way older than me.
Yeah, they signed for Fabricio Verdum. I think maybe, I could be wrong, but
Kyle
I think
Dawkins,
Alice
Philip Hawes, Rafael Carvalho. I mean, Sydney Outlaw. Wow. Wow. I mean, yeah, they got some Jeremy Stevens, Will Brooks.
Yeah.
I think Will Brooks is like, he's just got more. Alan Belcher, Charles Rosa, Frank Mir.
Yep.
John McDessie, Alexander Gustafsson, Hector Lombard. Wow. I mean, yeah, they got Andre Orlovsky. I mean, they got a lot of washed up guys. You know,
but you
Kevin
can still
Lee,
make some
Anthony
interesting
Pettis.
fights.
Yeah, you definitely can. But it's like everybody still, it's still a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? It's still
Absolutely.
People. All right, where did all those guys make a name for themselves?
UFC.
Yeah.
Well, for the most part.
For the most part.
But yeah, I think the coolest and most interesting part of all this is a fantasy draft. Because think of it like this, right? I don't know. Oh, they got Tyron Woodley and some other people as well. I think they're picking coaches, and for these 6 teams.
And so what are these coaches going to be doing, though? Like coaching them? Are they going to
So they did talk about that
to train
Well, they talked
together?
about that a little bit. So the league isn't going to require, like, say you got drafted, right, and your team is Los Angeles. They're not going to require you to move there. If you wanted to, absolutely. But there's basically a head coach that's over the team that picks the team, like a manager, so to speak. But everybody can still train with their current teams if they want to, and those coaches can corner them for their fights. So the person who picks the teams, the head coach, is really kind of just like a manager, if you will. That's what it sounded like to me.
I'm confused.
Yeah. So say you got drafted to Los Angeles, you can stay here, live here, train.
I get it.
Yeah.
So then why even have a team?
It's the gimmick, right? Like that's the gimmick part of it. And I think that's kind of what they're trying to draw people in, especially like maybe the casuals who don't know much about MMA, but they're like, I love the NFL. We get teams, we got colors, we got jerseys, all this shit. And now they're going to just do it with fighting.
The problem with teams is you play together at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, true, right?
You know
They'll probably
what I'm
end up
saying?
doing cards where it's like, oh, tonight's card, it's the
tonight's
Vipers
card, we
versus
got-
the Cobras.
and
you
we're
know?
doing 5-on-5. You know
Hell
what
in
I'm
a
saying?
cell.
Dude. Did you watch the Arena MMA stuff
Oh,
that came here in Myrtle Beach?
no.
So,
Arena MMA.
Arena MMA.
Oh wait, is that when they had like
obstacles?
boxing? Yeah,
and different things like that. It looked like gladiators.
Yeah, I did see that.
You know, not gladiators like that TV show where they
American
shoot
Gladiators.
American Gladiators. That's
Yeah,
it.
love that show.
Man, me too. Anyways, I cornered some dudes for that.
How did you end up doing that? Wait, was this back in
Man.
the days when you were working like security?
Yeah.
Is that how it came about? Somebody was like, "Oh, you fought, you did security."
No. I was doing that stuff, but I was like, Brandon Bouchard and Amos Collins.
That is a name I haven't heard in a long time.
They were on a team together and doing this against two other dudes. And you're talking, man, you just come up and cold clock somebody from the side, bro. And Brandon did that a couple times, man, on some people. And like, if you knock people off, if you hold on to like a obstacle for so many, you get points and all these things. And dudes can be holding on to an obstacle and you can be just slamming them in the face, bro, or not trying to knock them off platforms. I mean, running up, running around, bouncing off things, stealing people, this cold clocking them, man.
Wow.
I mean, you talk in a big square. It was like this size almost. It was pretty big.
Was there like a fence or something around
Yeah,
it?
there was a big giant cage around it. It was a Russian concept.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, and
that didn't last long, did it?
it didn't last too long, man.
That's crazy. I
It
think,
got a big hype around it. Obviously, it was a gimmick,
Yeah.
But that's what you. I'm not into gimmicks, dude. I've been into real stuff.
Yeah, that's
dude.
kinda one of those things,
I've never
like-
been into fiction books. I can't get into fiction,
Oh, I can.
anything really. Anything that's on a movie, man, I'll be like, that would never happen.
well, I say that to movies, obviously, but like,
But
I
I
still
just
enjoy the fiction. You know?
Yeah, I do every now and again, right? Like I enjoy, Christmas Vacation because I mean, let's be honest.
But that
dude.
isn't like
when he's
fiction,
falling off
dude.
the roof and he grabs onto the gutter. All right, that thing is just gonna rip right off of there, man. It's not gonna fling a piece of ice out of the thing, and it goes perfectly straight through.
Bro, you watch that movie too much.
Too many times, and it hits
This
their
man,
stereo system, and then
dude. Yeah.
goes through the glass. I love that movie, by the way.
Well,
Merry Christmas. Anyways, man, long rant. I
Yeah,
just don't
that's
think I've been in this for 20 years, man. And during this time, I have seen so many things come and
I get
go.
that. Yeah.
And so I think it's a far reach. It's a really hard reach for me, man. I don't think it's going to get the
I think
it's the only here's what happens. Fighters are like leeches.
Mm-hmm.
And they see a promotion. Trust me, man. I'm like, oh, I can make money off of this dude. And promoters are leeches too. They're like, oh, I can make money off of this dude.
Yeah.
I remember I fought for a promotion, Orlando City Fights or something like that. And I was taking this fight on, needless to say, it was on week's notice, but like I was fighting a dude and I was like, and they were going to pay me $2,400 to fight this dude on week's notice. And I was like, oh, sweet. I get there and I'm nice to the people. They give me a $400 bonus at the end. So I ended up, they never did another show.
Damn.
Never did another show.
Spent all their money on bonuses, huh?
They just spent all their money. There was like nobody at the show, man.
Yeah.
There was nobody at the show. It was a cool
Hey, at
venue.
least you got paid though.
Yeah, at least I got paid really good. And I just I can't believe he gave me a bonus. Because I beat a dude from like their area, I was co-main event.
Nice.
Remember Seth Petruzelli?
Yes, I do.
He was the
Himbo killer.
He was a commentator for that.
Oh, word. Did he come from the Ultimate Fighter?
Yep. Yeah, I want to say
so.
season 3.
I knew it was one of the early ones. But yeah, that
The
was
Silverback.
Yes, that's it. Yeah,
Silverback.
and whenever he,
KO'd.
got famous for knocking out Kimbo, backing up.
Yeah, see, I knew him before Kimbo,
Really?
which is crazy. Like, I knew him, obviously.
Is it true they paid Seth Petruzelli extra, and he took the fight on short notice?
Yeah, he
they
did.
paid him extra to not take Kimbo down?
Oh, I don't know about that.
That was like a big thing
Wow.
that I never knew. It came out afterwards, obviously. But apparently, like, listen, if you don't take him down,
But
and you
so
stand
what
up,
was that, Strike Force?
No, it was Bellator.
That was Bellator? I think it was Strike Force,
No,
no?
it was Bellator.
It was happening in Bellator?
Yeah.
I think it was Strike Force.
No, Kimbo didn't fight in Strike Force, dude.
You sure?
I'm pretty positive.
I bet.
What you want to bet?
On.
What you want to
I
bet? Hold on,
bet,
no.
dude.
Before you
Hold
look it up,
on.
what do you
No.
want to bet?
Dude, I'm pretty sure Kimbo fought.
Then what are you willing to put on it?
I put $20 on it. I'm
$20.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure,
Dude,
man.
come on, man.
Kimbo fought.
I just want y'all to look at his face for the next 10 seconds. Just look at his face. Whenever he realizes it, we'll see if we can guess.
Dude, I don't remember him fighting in Bellator, bro.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
No, I can't see.
Can't find it?
Hold on.
Just type in Seth Petruzelli and Kimbo Slice and look at the canvas.
I'm trying. Hold on.
He's going to make me do it, y'all. The anticipation's killing me.
Dude, it was so Strike Force. You are fucked.
No, it
Yes,
wasn't.
it was, dude. It was Strike Force, man.
No.
Elite XC. Strike Force, Elite XC.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, dude.
Elite
that was,
XC is
Elite
Strike Force
XC
for the
is
same
Strike
thing?
Force. Same thing, man.
Hold on. Does this say Strike Force and Elite
Hold
XC
on.
on there? Because if it doesn't count.
It just says Elite XC.
How was that Strike Force, dude? I could have swore that was Bellator.
Dude, I remember this, man.
I didn't think Kimbo fought in Strike Force. That must have been after the Bellator days.
It was just no, dude. This is before Bellator days.
No,
This is way before
That's-
Bellator days.
dude, that's not the same fight.
I know, but that's the promotion, Elite XC.
I thought he fought Kimbo in not Kimbo, Shamrock in Bellator.
No, right here. Boom.
Damn, that's
No, dude, look, Elite XC right there.
I don't see Strike Force anywhere.
No.
So we were both wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was so Strike Force. But if you look, there's the Strike Force S is on the panel.
All right.
Here, let's listen to it.
I don't know. I don't think we can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gosh,
Copyright.
because we're on YouTube. God.
Well, it didn't last long. The fight itself.
Dude, and Seth is like just backing up.
Yeah.
He was on the cage.
Yeah. I mean, he just caught him, hit him right on the chin, right on the button.
Dude, he was like hands like this. He's trying to throw a kick.
Kick and it's-
boom.
yep.
And he rocks him and then just started hammer fisting in the back of his head. 11 seconds.
Dang. What a fight that was. I remember that was such a big thing.
Yeah, that definitely helped Seth. But anyways, man,
Absolutely.
Seth was a hammer, dude.
Yeah.
He owns a cool gym. It's called the Jungle Gym or something like that.
Where's that out of?
I want to say it's near Orlando.
Yeah. Right on. Well, we'll see how the GFL does. I think that if it does become something, it'll be a slow wind up.
Yeah, but they're spending a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
Already.
Well, they have a big investor, I think, a huge investor.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, I mean, this is probably something we could have done the whole episode on today. It's just interesting stuff. The whole drone situation.
UFOs, people. UFOs. Nah, these are actually government UFOs. These are government.
Yeah, I think that
government
I definitely
drones.
think that they are government drones for sure.
And so I guess the story is there's been radioactive material that's went missing out of Newark, New Jersey or something like that.
I haven't heard that part,
Yeah.
that story.
And so they're trying, these drones are scoping around looking for radioactive, I guess, and they're only doing it at night. if you guys have noticed, it's only at night, and I guess you heard it as well as like they're looking for kind of like heat sensing or something like that, or whatever the radioactive stuff puts off. But if you did steal that, I mean, you're probably not gonna. I mean, I don't know if a drone's gonna sense it out, but it's just wild to even think about that.
Yeah.
This could be. I mean, there's movies like this.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the shit that I heard. So I watched a video of a CEO of some company that makes drones for our military, right? Yeah. And he was saying that he's heard some different things from people that are, you know, higher ups in the military. One of them being that there was a warhead that disappeared from Afghanistan or Iraq or something like that. Yeah, and he's like, and you know, we knew that the warhead was coming this way or something, and then something else happened. I guess I forget what country it was. Sent like a bunch of iPhones over here, so I guess China, and they were like rigged to explode around certain dates around the election, and the guy said that the government stopped that, and now they fear that it's something. I don't know, man. I've heard here's the thing, I've heard so many things from different theories. It's, you just don't know what to believe.
Yeah, but it's like so crazy that we haven't heard anything about, all right, the drones are here, this is why.
Well,
it's just, why are there so many drones? And so I started hearing about them over in Carolina Forest, over people's houses. We literally go out of our house, man. There's one going down our street, man. I mean, up high enough, but it's literally flying straight, and it's like in grid patterns, right? So meaning here, north, south, east, west, like blocking things off. And that, think of a Ramba vacuum.
Okay. Talking about the vacuums that vacuum themselves.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Have you ever? Yeah, I have one.
I don't have one.
I think mine's a shark.
Yeah, I don't have
goes
one.
Down, and it has, you can pull up an app, and it'll tell you everywhere it's vacuumed, right? It'll have marks. So that's the same thing that those things are doing, I bet. And it's going everywhere it scans, because it probably has a little radar that goes out a certain amount, right, around. It's not just straight down from it. Right. You know, it probably just beams out. And so there's probably exactly like that, man. They're probably scanning everything, right, and everybody that's within that pattern, and it's heat seeking or what, and they're going to be able to kind of pick out the colors. There's probably certain colors that kind of radiate for radiation or whatnot, you know, who knows?
Yeah.
So,
well, also, damn, what was I going to say?
It's a droids. Droids.
Yeah, I completely forgot what I was going to say, but
it's just,
there's going to be every kid and guy with the drone is going to be outside flying them now, though. So it's kind of hard to like.
Well, I told Megan a while back. I was like, dude, we need to get a drone just in case. Like, I mean, I want to get some property somewhere, anyways, and then I can have drones just patrolling, bro.
Dude, have you seen the drone that you can get from Ring, like the Ring camera? They have a drone that you can buy for your house. I don't know if it's out yet. You might have to like pre-order it, but it has like a docking station, and you press a button, and it pops out, and it'll fly. First, before you start it, I think you have to walk around the house with it, the flight pattern you want it to have. And say you go out of town, you can hit a button, the drone will go up, and it'll go around the house in that same pattern, and it'll video back to you. Like
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, it's a real thing, but I don't know if I would want one of those in my house.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. It opens up the door, it goes out the door. Yeah, the door. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to get an automatic door opener for my dogs.
What do you mean?
So I don't have to pay anybody to watch my dogs, man.
Oh.
When I go out of town.
I'm sure you can get like an automatic doggy door.
You can, man. Yeah. Automatic feeder, water, all that stuff, dude.
Nice.
And then I'll just have the cameras so I can watch them.
Leave the dogs home alone.
And be like, hey, go outside. Open the door.
But it'll get to the point where they won't ever be inside when you're not home. You know?
No, they will.
Yeah.
They're pretty good dogs.
Oh,
They listen.
Well, that's right. I mean, you got your dogs all trained and shit.
Yeah, well, dude, not when it's dinner time. Looking at me, I'm like, go lay down, man. Chill out. You guys are getting a little too antsy. Anyways,
Buddy.
crazy times. But anyways, UFOs. Nah, it's the government from what I hear, man. Scoping, which is scary to think about, man. Because let's just say it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's one theory at first, and that explodes on. Let's say it happens.
Well, let's not get too much into detail because I don't know what YouTube will allow us to say.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all know where we're going with that.
Yeah. Let's just say it happens in the epicenter, right?
Yeah.
Of where everything takes place on New Year's, man. I mean, that could just be catastrophic. You're talking millions, bro. Millions, man. And I just can't fathom that. I don't think anybody can, because my heart drops. My stomach.
Yeah.
Just thinking about that, and then think about the aftermath and fallout from that.
And not only that, the response.
Then you got to think about New York's the hub for primarily so many different things coming in and out of America. Mm-hmm. I mean, financial organizations.
Well, historically, New York has been an epicenter, so to speak, of our country. Yeah. For many different reasons and different things.
And then you have, it's on the water.
Yeah.
It's on the water. It's literally, so.
Supposedly these drones came from over top of the ocean. The ones that were in and around New Jersey.
Yeah, they were scoping out New Jersey. There's actually, in Seabright, New Jersey, there's a camera that looks out into the water, and you can, apparently there was a ton out there.
Yeah, there was an eyewitness, supposedly, a lady who said she saw 50 of them fly in from over top of the water. So they're like, oh, are these things coming out of the water? You know, who fucking knows? Yeah. But the drone guy I was telling you, the CEO, also said that these were like quad, what do you call it when you got quad propellers, 4 propellers? I don't know the name for it.
I don't either.
Quad something. And he's like, so these obviously aren't coming out of the water. And he's like, typically the range on those isn't very far. Like, the drones that look like actual airplanes, and gas powered, you can get, further
I've seen
distances.
some videos of them, man. It looks like Nick's Honda Civic.
Oh yeah, that's huge, right?
Huge.
And I'm thinking, if it's that big, how do we know it's a drone? How do we know there's not a person in there?
I've seen them like so big, just a drone, and you got to think about all the batteries, if it can last, and then all the protection around it, because these were military ones that had fucking rifles attached.
See, I didn't see anything saying they had weapons attached to them.
These probably don't, but I've seen like military convention.
Oh yeah. Dude, I've seen at a military convention, you probably seen this too, where a dude's standing on stage and he's got a dummy, right? Like a mannequin, and he has a drone in his hand and he throws it out into the crowd and does a U-E, comes back and it hits the mannequin in the head, puts a hole in his head. And then it shows a graph, and I think this was years and years ago when they did this demonstration. And he's like, he said, you could throw the drone out, it'll come back, it'll hit him on the head, and it explodes with something TNT or whatever. And he's like, it's enough to penetrate the skull. And then he says, and destroy the contents. It's like, damn, that's crazy.
Content?
Dude, there was a crowd of people, dude, and it pans out to a camera that's over here, and the dude just takes it and goes, wham, like you're throwing a rock on a lake, skipping, a rock. And it just goes, and then you see that China broke the world record for over 8,000 drones in the sky at one time, simultaneously doing different things, like painting pictures in the sky, trippy pictures. You just think about that, dude. 8,000 drones, they could put that over a small city and block out the sun probably.
Oh, dude.
And then once they get camouflaged, dude, for all we know, all these clouds out here in the sky, or a big portion of those could be drones. We'd never know. Just think about that. That's what warfare is coming down to.
Where's the tin foil at? We need some.
No, I don't think we need tinfoil for that. I think that's very logical, dude.
I know it is, man.
You know,
it's wild to think about.
In the future, the wars are going to be fought with EMPs, bro. Yeah. And I think Einstein said something like World War IV would be fought with sticks and stones. He didn't know what World War III would be fought with, but World War IV would be fought with sticks and stones. That's what he said.
Anyway, with that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Conspiracy theories are over.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to listen to us a little bit more.
Maybe one day we'll do like some crazy episodes and I have some real conspiracy theorists on and we'll put them on Patreon.
Brandon over here, man.
Yeah, Brandon, we'll make y'all pay to see that.
Man, Brandon Powell.
I don't know him.
Yeah, dude, we had him. Wim Hof.
Oh, that's right. Shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we had Brandon on the podcast a while
Is he a conspiracy theorist too?
Yeah.
I bet you he's fun to talk to.
Oh, wow. We'll go way out there, man. Way out there, dude.
Those are the fun ones, man.
Way out there.
Maybe every now and then we'll do.
It will be hours long, though.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. And if we don't do an episode next week, I think I have an episode that I can put out there. If not, though, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll see you soon.
Happy New Year.
Till next time.